Oh, Mike's chasing PB today. Good day. Golly.
That's the biggest knife I've ever caught right there.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Chasing PB. We are going to get after it on this episode again. I'm just going to let you know I'm actually doing the intro here the night before I go fishing. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to hit it early in the morning, and honestly just don't feel like talking right away when I wake up. So you can go ahead and shoot the intro tonight, kind of let you guys know what I got in store for tomorrow. Should be actually a really good day. I'm going to hit a little lake here, kind of close to home for me, with my uncle. We're going to explore a lake in Chatham, Virginia called Burton Lake, and a little bit of a backstory on Burton Lake. So Burton Lake has been around for a little while. However, it has not been a decent little fishing hole until recently. They had a huge carp population in this thing, and they really kind of muddied up the water, and it was making it hard for fish really to live in it. They're an invasive species if you don't know anything about carp. The bass population there is a little bit low. A lot of smaller fish like, you know, game fish like crappie and sunfish, bluegill, all that kind of thing. But not a whole lot, and they weren't getting to big sizes. Their growth was stunted and all that. Anyways, long story short, the Department of Game and Fisheries here in Virginia took over management of this lake. Now, apparently it's really shallow. Like I said, I've never fished before. It's going to be an adventure, but I've been doing my research. They took it over. You know, they started managing the carp population. You know, when they would do their shocking, how many ever years they do that, they would basically remove the carp from the lake. And then what's really neat is they stocked it with the F1 bass. If you don't know anything about the F1 bass or species of bass, it's really kind of neat. I did some research on it last night because I was kind of curious about it myself. It is a largemouth species that they bred. They kind of did some crossbreeding between some southern bass in the Florida region and some bass from up north to kind of get this hybrid bass species that just grows really quick. And it's really neat. It's actually done really well in areas like here in Virginia, who we can have some harsh winters, but we can also have some really hot summers, and the species seems to be doing really good here. So they stocked the lake with those back in don't quote me on this, I want to say like 2005-ish. Anyways, when they did their shocking back in 2011, they were finding that the bass were actually growing and growing pretty well. You know, it was, they said it wasn't too uncommon to pull up a few 8-pounders when they were doing the shocking on this one article I read. So that gets me really excited, and doing some more research, it seems like 3-pound bass are pretty regular, or almost quite average size. We're going to find out tomorrow. We are going to find out. Ben's not going to be with us. Ben is on vacation. He is enjoying the beaches, and well, he has been enjoying the wonderful beaches of the Outer Banks, but he'll be traveling back from the beach tomorrow. But my uncle and I are going to get at it. Y'all seen my uncle in these videos before, and the trout fishing video we've done, but we're going to take the old pond prowler out tomorrow. You guys haven't seen the pond prowler on this channel yet. I'm ready to show it off, and I've done some modifications to that. I'm going to do a video about all the modifications I did to the pond prowler at another date and time. All right, now, and I'm sorry guys, I'm backing up. So hang on one second. So yeah, anyways, like I was saying, I've done some modifications to the pond prowler that I have. I'm gonna share that for another video, but we're taking it out tomorrow. This lake is an electric only lake. You can't have any gas motors on it, or you can't use gas motors on it, I guess what I should say. So anyways, my uncle does have a little bass boat, but we're not gonna pull it tomorrow. We're gonna take the pond prowler. We're gonna see what we can get on. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I like fishing new places. And this is something, yeah, I've never even been to. I didn't even know about it until an old friend from high school told me about it last weekend. So Jody, if you're watching this video, shout out to you for mentioning it. I know you couldn't remember the name, but I had to do the research and I found it. At least I think it's what you were talking about. If it's not, then we need to figure out what you were talking about. But anyways, long story short, we're going to get after it tomorrow. It's going to be an early morning. We're hoping to be out on the thing by 6:45-ish. Hopefully be up on that lake, so we can maybe try to get a little bit of a top water. Conditions are to be determined. It has rained a lot here this week, so I don't know what the water's going to look like. It literally may strictly be a spinnerbait type of day. I've got all my rods hooked up, ready to throw, kind of whatever. We're going to see what the water clarity is like. That was solid. But anyways, long story short, you guys stay tuned. I will check back with you tomorrow morning. There you go. You said there'd be one on the wall. You called it. Fish number one. Was he right on the wall?
Yeah.
It's a fish, though. I wonder if there's one tucked back up in that little thing. Come on. Oh, that's a good one. Come on now.
This ain't in the shallow water. One more. Good people. 2 pounds.
I told you it might be one back in there. Short little thing though, ain't he? Ain't very long. All right, partner. Enjoy. Make sure I get it on the camera there. It didn't hit it like a bass.
Yeah, they just picking it up.
It felt like a bluegill.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Old Mike's chasing PB today. Good day. Golly.
That's the biggest one I've ever caught right there. I don't even know how big that thing is.
I got a scale. We're gonna weigh him. Goodness gracious. Hey Ben, in case you're watching this, sometimes people catch big ones with me too. All right. Really?
What did it say?
5'10".
Oh, ain't no way, nowhere that's right. You got anything to measure it with? I mean,
I told myself I grabbed my darn tape measure and I did.
on that thing.
Let's try it one more time. Hang on.
I'd have to go at least 7.
All right. It's going 5'10" again. This thing's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm with you, man. That thing. Hold on one second. We're gonna get a picture of him. God, that's a monster. Hold him up a little bit more. There we go. Man, that's a big fish right there.
I can't believe the eyeballs on it.
I know it. That's an old fish. There it goes. Man, that's a good fish. I thought you done hooked into a carp.
I did too.
Man, I hate I had the camera off for that. But we got it on film, nothing else. On the old shaky head gambler worm. Mike's chasing PB. This scale's pretty accurate.
I know it's at least 6.
I don't think it was 5'10" though. I'll be honest with you. Every time I've ever hooked into this thing, it's been pretty fairly accurate. All right, guys, I just wanted to hop in the middle of this video really quick. I'm in the process of editing it. Well, not driving down the road, but in the process of editing in here. And I had to check my scale for accuracy because I was just as confused as my uncle was that fish did way more than it did. But I did just do a accuracy check on my scale, and it's good to go. So that fish was very long, but pretty skinny. But anyways, the weight was correct, believe it or not. So enjoy the rest of the video.
Caught a bigger one than so long. I think that's a whopper.
I mean, it probably 6 pounds.
I think it's probably 6. I wish I had something to measure it with.
I told myself that darn tape.
I don't weigh them.
That darn tape measure was sitting in the passenger's door.
That takes so long. That thing just took off swimming, man. I said, oh, shoot, I'm going like this.
I thought you were hung up too, and then it was gone.
That way, I said, well,
jeez, that was a big old fish. It was just right off this stuff, huh?
Yeah, it was right up on it. I mean, just right up on it.
Good night. That's bigger than my 6-pounder I caught. It was definitely longer than that 6-pounder I caught.
Well, I've caught a 9-pounder before, so I can't see. I thought that was when I first, well, I got it up in the boat.
I mean, you know, looking at it, it's kind of, it's really long, but it's not fat. You ought to catch a fish off that. That was a good cat. I told you you'd catch you one off of that.
This is another decent one.
Not bad.
They fat things, ain't they?
They are fat. That's that F1 whatever.
You're right. It's right where you said it'd be.
Here. Just pull it out. I got to hold him. Unless you just dying to hold him. Where was he? Not bad. He keep. He would keep. I'd say we'd have a pretty good bag today. Look at him. A little double action. Hammer time.
Hammer time.
I think that'd be a winning bag, honestly. What'd you say?
I said with that wind blowing up here, they're in there.
They're in the shade. They're in the deep in the shade.
Now that just picked it up and started swimming on that.
I was gonna be mad if you didn't pull fish off that cat or off that cast, cause that was a good cast.
It didn't seem to be on nothing though. You know?
Push right up in the bank in the shade underneath the overhang is the only thing I can figure.
We caught them.
Except the one over by the dam. Well guys, today's video was a short one, but we had a good bag. I think I mentioned it in one of the video clips. We had a good bag. Honestly, if we were doing a tournament today, I'd feel pretty good about where we would stand. Mike reeled in that big one. Man, that fish was big. It was longer than the 515 6-pounder I caught earlier this year, which if you haven't seen that video yet, you definitely need to go watch it. But it didn't weigh as much, but man, it was a big fish. It's a neat little spot we went today. I'm gonna have to check it out again. What sucks is we spent all morning fishing one pattern of what we really thought the fish would be doing, and that's, you know, spinner baits, crank baits, you know, murky water like that, kind of what you would figure. You know, we stayed on the deeper end of the lake, and we only caught one fish, and it was off of the dam there. Well, then we went up to the shallow end is when things started getting hot. They were pushed up in the bushes really, really shallow in like 2 foot of water. So, you know, I wish we'd had a little bit longer, but we had to get off the water. But anyways, it was a good day fishing. It was a good time. And, you know, to see Mike catch that big old fish, it's been fun, man. I'll tell you, like, this year, you know, I've really just started getting back into fishing this year. It's been awesome. I've been rewarded, that's for sure. just with big fish after big fish. It seems like, you know, there's been times I've struck out this year 100%, but man, the big fish that I've either caught myself or got to witness people catching has been really, really awesome to see this year. And you know, we're just getting started. It's only June. Like, you know, I mean, the fishing gets tough as the summer goes on, but just to think of the start that I've had so far, you know, everything else has kind of go wrong with 2020 so far this year, but the fishing has been great. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching another episode of Chasing PB. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video, please, please, please. We're trying to get our subscriber count up there and our views up there as well. You know, Ben and I really enjoy making these videos. Like I said, he wasn't with us today. He's traveling back from the beach. And as you can't tell, the rain you hear in the background here, we got off the water at the right time. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching. We'll hopefully have some more videos for you here shortly. And as always, guys, just keep fishing and keep chasing those PBs. Have a good one.